Hello everybody, it's Diane, and I have fairy stuff all over my desk. I'm working on these 4 fairy journals. I made the covers yesterday. Looks like I need to glue that down better. But I am just working on getting the pages around right now. So I've cut my pages, and I've got some other pieces ready to go. So let me just show you what we have to work with. I cut my scrapbook paper, and these were pages that I had already sprayed with inks with the doilies. I did all of them together when I did the other journal, so these are all ready to go. I have some pages from the Regency Fairy Bower book. I have some pretty vellum pages, one for each book. I've got this adorable wallpaper border with little fairies. I have a page from a children's book. This is A Fairy Went A-Marketing, and the little house. I don't know if that's about a fairy, but it's a cute little poem. This one is the little elf and the dormouse and someone. And then I only had those 2, but I had this page from the fairy calendar. Some stationery pages with flowers. Some music paper. Actually, I found this one too from a songbook, a vintage songbook called Fairy Bell. So I only have one of those. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I have some colored copy paper, one for each book, and some ledger, green ledger. And then I punched out the Flower Fairies paper dolls. There were 4 dolls. There's 2 boys and 2 girls. Each one has 2 outfits and a couple accessories or something. At least the girls do. So each journal will get one of them. And then I took my pieces of leftover Graphic 45 Once Upon a Springtime paper and punched out some of the little fairies so I can use them for embellishments. Made some journaling cards and some tags with the leftover pieces. So we'll see what we end up doing with them. I have one of these little dragons that I painted. I guess I need to paint some more. I have these. These were from the paper doll book. They were just decorating the corners of the pages, so I may do something with them. Some poems from vintage books about fairies. I have the Flower Fairy postcards. Oh, I have these printable music sheets, and I think I have 3 of those. So one can have the vintage one and the rest can have those. So that takes care of that problem. What else do I have? I have some pieces of the colored vellum. I'll make some pockets again. The bookmarks. This is from a vintage children's book. That doesn't belong there. I think that's the only vintage children's book illustration I have left, unless there's littler ones in here. These little flowers are little embellishments that were with the Flower Fairies, so I might be able to decorate pages with them. And I have some of the Flower Fairies printables and some other fairy printables. So that's what I have to work with. There's quite a bit here. And what I want to do right now is I want to just do some embossing on some of the pages. I don't have fairy stamps. I had that dragon stamp, and I had this one, but I don't even know if I will use that. This image is included in some of the Flower Fairy, the fabric, and some of the cards and things. So I found these. stamps that I have, and I thought these would be great in a fairy journal. I was looking for something with little circles, like, I don't know, I just wanted to do some metallic embossing. I thought that was too big because I don't want to take up all the journaling space with it. And I like that, but then I found this one. And so I did a sample with silver on that just to see how it looked on this paper. So we're gonna do some of that right now. Let me just set all of these things aside. Some of the scrapbook papers are a little heavier, and I want to use the heavier ones as the cover of the signature in the book. So these are the lighter ones. I have more papers than I need. So there's this, and here is Versamark ink. You can use embossing ink, Versamark ink. Oh, look how dirty that is, but it comes out fine. Guess I better get a new one. And I have my Stampin' Up. This is pewter. I wonder if I have silver. Detail silver. Let's try that one. And this is the Embossing Buddy from Stampin' Up. And I didn't have one before, but when I was helping my daughter clean out her storage room and her craft supplies, she had this, which her ex-mother-in-law had given her. And I can't remember what's in it, but if you rub it on there, it kind of takes care of static, so that when you pour your powder on, the powder only sticks to the embossing ink and not the paper. Normally I would have stray bits of powder that I would have to brush off before I melted it. So I never had an Embossing Buddy. I think I'm gonna have to do each one individually because I can't see where I left off there. So I'm gonna pour my silver embossing powder on here. And there's the image. Now I guess I can see where it is now, so I can stamp it. Pour some more powder on it. And one more time. And that does a really good job. I don't have any extra powder on there that I have to brush off. I guess I should have gotten an Embossing Buddy a long time ago. So now I'm going to turn my heat gun on. I'm sorry, it's going to make noise, but it will melt the powder. Can you see it? That's really cool. I like that. It's subtle because of the background color that's already there. So I'm going to do that 2 more times. I won't do it on camera, but each journal will get a page like that. And then I thought I would do one of these flowers on another page. I already have fabric flips made because when I did the big journal, I made enough for all of the journals, and I already have some fabric clusters made. Whoops, I forgot to rub the embossing buddy on it, but didn't do too bad. There's a little bit right there, but I'm not going to worry about it. That's pretty. So I guess now I'm gonna brush some of that powder off. I'm just gonna put my signatures together. I'll put these two in one journal. Put my little embellishments, my punches, and my tags in these little drawers over here so they don't get lost. Okay. Sorry. Here's graph paper, copy paper, music paper, stationery, book pages. How did I end up with so many pages? Oh, that's a thin one. Okay. Wallpaper, vellum, and the other book page. Well, I only have 3 book pages. I guess I'm so used to doing things in sets of 3 because of 3 signatures that I normally do. But I'm doing 4 of these little books. Okay, so I'm going to use one of these for the cover of the signature. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I should probably put one of these in here. 5, 6, 7. I have to trim that. 8, 9. 10, 11, I think, oh, I need one more. Do I? Yep, I need one of these pages. I'm going to fold it that way so the picture will be in the center of the signature. I think I got everything else in there. Yep, okay. This will go in a purple one. So it looks pretty thin right now, but I'm going to embellish it and that will fatten it up. Putting the pink copy paper in the two pink book covers, and I don't have purple, so they're getting yellow copy paper. Yep, the purple ones are getting yellow. I think I only prepared three pieces of vellum too. What's wrong with me? Go in a pink book. Okay, and then this will be the last one. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is one that has embossing on it. And then that one has embossing on it. One more to put together. I need a piece of vellum. And I need a book page, children's book page, but I don't have one. I do have this. Oh, let's do this one. I I missed some paper. Oh, wait. I still have one. How many did I put together? Okay, I have 3. I'm sorry, I'm just getting myself all confused, but I missed putting those 2 in somewhere. Let's see where they go. Right there. I forgot another one. Let's see who else didn't get one. This one. There, got them all taken care of. I will do some vellum pockets again. Let's see how many pieces of vellum I had cut from before. 1, 2, those are purple ones, and I'll have to cut a couple pink ones. Get my clusters and my flips so we'll know where we're going to put stuff. Here's the flips. Got 4 of those. And I think I only have 3 clusters. I'll end up having to make another cluster. But there they are. So let's just try to figure out where we're going to put stuff. Get things out so I know what I have to play with. Got some embellishments, some journal cards, got some little scraps of the doilies. I have 2 of these book plates. I'll have to just come up with 2 more book plates. Got Mrs. Cog's words. Got lots to play with here. These tags that I just made and some bookmarks. I'll just put these with the journaling cards because these are things that are going to be inserted into pockets. I decided to gather up all of the ink pens that I have around the house. You know, just ballpoint pens. Gel pens. Just the pens that I have, that I use to write. I write stuff all the time. So I have pens in my purse, I had pens in here, I had pens in my bedroom, and of course I had containers of pens from upstairs in my other house, so I had lots of places where I kept pens. So since I'm trying to get my new house organized, I decided to gather all of my pens from all of the far reaches of the house, including my purse. I got them all out, and Sharpie markers too. I have some colored pens too, but basically I really wanted to kind of spread just my black and blue pens out where they were needed. So I got them out and I sorted them on my kitchen table. And since all this stuff is going on about hoarding supplies from the grocery stores, I thought it was funny. I had so many pens. Let me show you. This is a picture of the pens on my table. These are just black and blue pens right there, and then there's colored pens back there and Sharpies back there, but those are my ink pens. So I sent a picture to my daughter and said, do you think I have a hoarding problem? And she just got home from work, I think, and saw it, so she just texted me and said, holy cow. And some of the pens didn't have the ink thing inside because they were out of ink. But I have refills too, so never fear. I didn't have to throw any pens away. I just put a refill in. Some of these I just want to trim down a little bit. So I did a little bit of organizing in the house today. Like I still need to get a cabinet with doors to put in my dining area, because right now there's a bookshelf there and it's holding my recipe books, which I don't have a ton of, and little appliances like my waffle iron and blender and just things that I can't put in my cupboards, and it's full. The shelves are full. But I would rather have a cabinet with doors so it doesn't look cluttered there. But I also need the bookshelf in my living room so I can put books on it. I probably need 2 bookshelves. I know I need 2 bookshelves in my living room, but don't think I have room. So the bookshelf has to stay in the dining room until I get a cabinet. And the books are just in boxes. It's easier to keep them in boxes than the appliances. So I kind of, made sure I knew what was in the boxes and moved them over so the boxes are now sitting where the bookshelf will end up being. So at least they're in their own space. So I've just been kind of fine-tuning things and tidying up better, and I actually did some exercise today on the little thingy I had in my bedroom. So I felt like I got some stuff done. It's a Saturday, and I was enjoying just putting my house in order. Alright, so here we have this is going to go in the pink book. So this is a pink one. Let's do a purple one because I have purple vellum already cut. So I'm just kind of trying to figure out where I'm going to want to put things. I don't know if I want to put what I want to put on the front. Let's see how many of these poems I have. This one is front and back, so I figured I would just put this in a pocket. It actually goes on to this page too. But I think I could just cut this out and put it on the front here. Let's try that, see if we like it. I don't know anything about Queen Mab, so I was just reading that a little bit. I've heard of Queen Mab. I didn't know if she was good or bad. Sorry. Some of these embellishments. Whoops. Something that'll pop. It's too big. I think maybe just pieces of white doily would be better. So I just have to find my doilies. Where did I put my doilies? I think I know. I'll be right back. I found my doilies, and I found silver ones and purple ones and yellow ones. Let's take some of the silver. I don't know if I can sew around that for decoration because it's old paper, so I don't think I will risk it. Maybe she's Queen Mad. Okay. Let's get all these things out of the way. I don't need all of this stuff here. I think that chimed 3 times, but it's really 4. My Fitbit has been sitting and waiting for me to find the charger for my Fitbit. So I found it today while I was tidying things up and organizing, and I was so happy I found my charger. So I put the Fitbit on it, and then when it was charged, I just put it on, and I haven't paid any attention to it since. So it says it's 10:28, 10:26, and it is 4:01. Guess I better do something about that. I don't know how to set it. It sets itself. I have to go in my my app on my computer, I guess, or my phone or something. I'm covering up some of the words, but that's okay. You'll get the gist. Now, I should have done it before I glued these pieces over it. I think since I can't sew around it, I'm going to take my extra small. Where'd my extra small go? Well, I guess I'll take my small. Oh, I'm going to spill them. Okay. This is my Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen. I'm just going to draw a wavery line around. I think this is drying up. That helps. And I'll put my fabric flip there. This will have embossing. There will be embossing on this side, I think. I can put my vellum pocket here. Maybe I should actually put pink vellum, since it's a pink page. But these are big sheets. They're kind of awkward, and I'm not going to do that on camera. This vellum came on a roll at Michael's many years ago. So I will decorate that. I will make it a little, not so deep. I'll put a picture on it and some lace or something. Decorate it up, but I just want to know where I'm going to put it. Rather large. I don't know if I'll put lace on the front page like I normally do, because there's lace on the edge of the cover, but I'll figure that out. We got the vellum pocket. I need a place for a cluster, and I'm going to need to make a pocket big enough. I don't want to put this in the vellum pocket. Maybe this will go on the back cover. I can make a pocket here and put the paper doll packet in there. I'm thinking I might put some lace down somewhere, or fabric ruffle or something on this page somewhere. I can put a cluster on the music page. Don't want to clip it on. Okay, so I have the vellum pocket, I have the flip, I have the cluster. What else do I want to do? I can use one of these to make a pocket. See, this is the image I have on my stamp. Sweet pea fairies. And then I can put one of these tags in there. I'm going to give you a journaling space on this back page like I did in the other journal with a guest check. Maybe I'll just put the dragon there. Or cut him out and put him there. So I do have some work to do, making the vellum pockets, adding some lace, maybe some lace tabs too, I'm not sure. But I have a general idea of what I'm going to do now. And then I'll have these things that I can embellish with and stick in pockets and whatnot. Okay, so thanks for watching today. I'm going to do some sewing, some embossing, decorating. I'm going to get some work done on these journals. I want to have at least, I'm going to, the pink, one of the purple is going to be for the giveaway. So I want to have at least that done by Wednesday so that it'll be ready to ship to the winner of my drawing. If you didn't hear about that, it's, I'm not sure what day this video will go up, but the video for the drawing was published on Friday. So you can go back and look for that video so that you can enter the drawing for the purple fairy journal for 15,000 subscribers. I'm not there yet, but I'm very, very close. I figured by Wednesday I'd be there, so help me out. Help me get there. 15,000. Thank you. Okay, so leave a comment on this video. Lots of people left comments on the giveaway video because that's what you have to do to enter. But, you know, feel free to leave comments on all my other videos too. I love to read your comments. Thanks for watching. Bye.